Katie Savini is my mastering engineer and for a lot of things. And so sometimes there'll be a thing and she'll pass them on to me too. Or it's just kind of people that I've worked with or other artists I've worked with will put someone else in touch. I think it's just, that's generally always how I've grown and done things and met new people, is just through good relationships with people that I work with and doing a good job of it and just doing my best at it and trying to really make it what the person wants and making it all a good experience for them too. This is people's, like being an artist myself too, I really understand that it's like a really precious thing. And it's like, and for someone to put their trust into you with like making their music, which is their like important thing for themselves and their life. And a lot of people, their sort of reason for keeping on like going and finding exciting things in life, like music is so important to people. And I think really respecting that is a big part of what I do. And, people are making like a financial investment in it as well. So I think just having that understanding, I just think that's really important. So I want to make it a really good experience for people where they feel like it's not so much just like a service. It's like, we're doing this together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, service is still, it is a service for sure.
It is. And then it comes back to that and you're like, oh, but it is.
Yeah. No, but doing a good job as, doing the right service is doing it together. Like, you're there for the artists at the end of the day, like you were saying. Like, I think that's the right mindset to succeed, I think, is really, just understanding that it's their baby and it's not yours. And obviously they're hiring you for your experience and your taste and like what that they don't know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to like, they're going to be the one that's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, okay, if we want to do this, we could do it this way or that way. We might want to watch out for that. Or like, you can be someone to help inform the process from your experience as well. And I think a lot of it's just like taking away the idea that like someone owns an idea, like it's your idea or my idea. It's like there's all just ideas and anyone could have had them, and let's like try them out and see what we like. I think stuff like that too, that really helps the process.
Right. Ideas are a dime a dozen. It's just about executing it, right?
Yeah.
Like they say that in like the startup world, like everybody's got startup ideas.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Israel's like startup nation or whatever, but it's yeah, for sure. So I think let's jump into the sauce segment so people can kind of hear what you're working on.
Yeah.
You sent me 2 tracks.
About it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's hear it. So do you want to start with your own song, and then afterwards we'll talk about Freddie's song?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So this song, actually, you're hearing an unreleased song of my next EP that's coming up for my own artist project called Post Dusk. And so this will be the first single off it, called Long Summer. And it's definitely the most like upbeat kind of pop track I've done as part of this project. So yeah.
Cool. So I'm just going to pull it up in real time. We'll listen to about 90 seconds and
sure.
And then we'll talk a little bit about what went into it. Sound cool?
Okay, cool.
Time to empty out the pool that's drawn away. All of our sorrows live to skate another day isn't hard. When it's on paper, everything is going great. We'll be laughing like it never even hurt. It's all the same to the past. But I know it's been a long summer. I don't know how I can tie it all together, and it all hits me when it's all over. You got in the blink of an eye, but it felt like forever. Now conversations are memorials to youth, but we've got nothing left to say now. You can crush it with the leaves underfoot. We talk about it, but we tell it like a joke. Yeah. What do you get when you get everything you want? that even if I piece it back together, I won't be the same. It's been a long summer, I don't know how I can tie it all together, and it only hits me when it's all over. You gotta look like an eye, but it felt like forever. It's been a long summer. I don't know how I can summer.
Yeah, wow. I love it's so rich. I don't know, like kind of I was talking about the reverbs and stuff before. It's just, there's so much ambience that's so good and rich underneath everything. And
Cool,
it kind of gives it this
thanks.
it's interesting. It's kind of like pop music, but it's not pop music. It's got like much more of like this indie kind of vibe as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a super cool track.
Definitely. I think a lot of people have come around to admit that they really like pop music, but I think also the human element of it, we all still like that as well. So I like to find a bit of a balance between in it, that it still feels human. It still feels like someone made it.
Right. Yeah. I have another Australian friend that makes a similar kind of music. He's in Israel as well, Asher Parks, and he's been a guest on my show. He's from Melbourne.
Oh, right. Cool.
Not like similar, like not exactly, but like
Yeah.
also kind of like that. It's got like that human element, but it's also
Yeah.
kind of pop focused.
Totally.
So maybe it's like you guys Australians, you guys do good things. I'm totally generalizing you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, it's a cool track. I guess the coolest thing for me is the reverbs, which we talked about, and they're just so rich. And what was the bass track? What'd you do for the bass?
Yeah, so the bass is my friend Steele who's in Brisbane. He played some bass on this song for me, and we had like a Zoom call. It was like 3 a.m. for me over here when he had some time, so we did that. And then there's also like a synth bass
Right.
laid in with it, and that was from like the original demo, but it just kind of, this one we sort of added the bass in at the end of it, and it just didn't feel right not to have the synth bass anymore, so I just kept them both, and a sub bass. I don't know, there's like a few different kinds of basses.
Three different basses. I've been there.
Just throw them all on, but it just felt right, and I was like, why not? It's my project.
Yeah. And so are you tracking vocals in like one of the bigger studios, or just did do it yourself in your apartment?
Yeah, this one I got into the studio, like a Red Bull Studios in Berlin, like after hours, little like engineer privilege. And went there for the night, and so did that. So I had like a U67 and some like 1073 pre and stuff. So I had some kind of nice gear to
Vocals sound great.
Thanks.
Yeah, they sound really great. And anything else interesting with this track that like maybe, I don't know, the listeners would want to hear about?
Well, maybe the delay thing was when I was recording the vocals for it. So that was the one where I was using the Artist Space Station, but the thing on it that did the timing was broken, so you couldn't make like a longer delay time. So I couldn't do a whole like one note. So when it goes like long summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a singer. Did I mention that? But all the delays on that, I actually just had to sing them in. Like they're not really delays. I just sang it like that.
That's cool.
Because I just kind of had to make it work because the delay wouldn't do the thing. So, you'll hear that throughout. Maybe once it's pointed out, you can just hear like, oh, that's just you singing that repeated into the space station.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like you could also just copy it and just drag it onto a new track, but like I guess singing it gives it a little bit of extra life.
You could. Yeah, I like that it's a bit different. Sometimes it's like different note. So it was just kind of an interesting thing. I'll probably use that idea again. I liked it.
I love like those little out of the box kind of moves.
Yeah, it was fun.
Super neat.
And I had Chrissy Lopez on drums on this one as well. So she just did that in London.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of the genre where you can't tell what's real or what's a synth or a programmed,
Yeah.
Like even I thought the bass was just a synth until you told me that there was a real bass player on it. And I couldn't tell if the drums were programmed or if they were real, because they were kind of like,
it's kind of half-half.
A little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah. I think in this one too, like I used a few like field recording samples of like at a skate park and stuff as well, because the song's kind of about an empty pool and skating. So I wanted to use the big reverbs. It's like big empty pool. Then I used the skateboard, like someone doing an ollie as like a fill in it. I thought that'd be fun, so I did it.
Yeah, and that breakdown section with the vocal, when it's just kind of like the vocal singing, is that the Valhalla reverb, or is that the analog juice?
I think I redid all of the reverbs. It'll either be the tape delay or the Ursa space station. It could be both, to be honest.
Cool. That sounds awesome. Well, I love your work. Yeah, it sounds really great. And
thanks.
I'm excited for it to come out. Let me know when it drops.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks. So really.
So maybe it'll already be out by the time this airs, because
maybe it will be.
Yeah, let's try to make that happen.
Yeah.
And if not, it'll be right around the corner.
Perfect. So
let's listen to the second song. This is a song called "Idiot's Dream" by Freddie Dixon.
Yeah.
Which you produced and mixed. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen and see what your work is like with other artists.
Yeah.
Time alone to think it's getting hard to handle that. So do you know the feeling? Do you know it well? Whenever we talk, I just swear that I'm on track. But now I'm wondering, better than, or am I living the idiot's dream? You can tell me what you like. Have I fallen for the idiot's dream? I would care to hear your side, but I'm gonna find a way to be your man.
Yeah, Ruby, kick ass. Drums are amazing.
Cool, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about this track. I really like the melody, actually. Like the chorus is real hooky.
Cool.
And the drums I think are the standout instrument of this song.
Cool. That's nice. Yeah, I worked on those quite a bit and did quite a few different things. I think the main thing working with Freddie is everything needs to be have a bit of this rough thing and have that roughness to everything. And it's finding a way to do that I still think also sounds good and sounds all good in the mix together, that we're not just degrading it for no reason or something, something where it's really going to add to it. So it was sort of finding ways, with the drums in this, a lot of the drum sound is using the main kind of groove we had, and then, a lot of this is a lot of pitched and distorted drum stuff layered in with it, and delays on those things as well, using the delays in the drums, kind of, and automating those throughout, and just to